Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another quick breakdown of the Sunday swings pairs. These are the pairs that Alex was looking at. Now, I didn't watch his recording. I just looked at one of your guys' posts, and this is what was written on that post. So, if I'm wrong, then don't blame me. Blame Gabriel. That's the post I was looking at. All right. So let's get right into it. Open up the TCT and start marking things down. Weekly time frame is bearish. Daily time frame is bearish. 4-hour time frame is currently bullish. So we are bullish from right here up to right here. So in order for us to have 3 time frames in sync, we would need the 4-hour time frame to break below this EMA, below this area right here, and then retest for a nice clean entry. Very, very nice tight stop loss and a clean risk to reward for a 1 to 4. So let's see what other confluences we would have. Do we have a round psychological level? Yes, we have a round psychological level of 0.575 right here, which we are currently trading in and around. We have an area of interest, which is a daily area of interest. We have plenty of structures, 1, 2, 3 right there, 4, 5, there's a ton, okay? So starting on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We have a pattern, we have a head and shoulders, but we're so far away from the head and shoulders that does not count for our patterns. Do we have previous structure? I would almost count this as a previous structure right here on the weekly time frame. The EMA is too far, and we don't exactly have a candlestick rejection unless you count last week as a candlestick rejection, which you could potentially count that. Next is the daily time frame. We have previous structure. Do we have a head and shoulders? If you want to count this as a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, then yes, but I wouldn't really count that as a pattern or a head and shoulders. We do have previous structure. The EMA is a little bit far from where we currently are, and we do have candlestick rejections all throughout this area of interest. Next is the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we could be creating a double top. So if price does break below and retest, we would have a pattern. You could count this as an ugly head and shoulders, as an ugly double top, triple top, whatever you want it to be. It can be. It's not really black and white. There are exceptions for each situation. Next is there previous structure? No, but there will be at the point which we will be taking the entry. We will be breaking underneath, retesting the previous structures and the EMA in order to sell. So both of those check boxes will be selected, and we will also have a candlestick rejection at the time of entry. Next is, will you have a shift of structure? Hopefully by the time you get down here, the 1-hour time frame will have shifted bearish. So yes, there will be a shift of structure. We will be underneath the 30-minute EMA, and I'll be entering after a engulfing candlestick. So that would give us a 95% trade setup for NZD USD, which is a pair that I love to trade, or I will be trading because of how clean the market structure is. As you can see, I have taken trades on NZD USD, and they have almost all been successful in the recent history. This one I didn't hold for very long because it was I just didn't like the market structure being created, I guess, and I was a little bit concerned with my entry, but we ended up obviously succeeding in that trade, this one as well. Now you can see how on the daily time frame especially, the market structure is very clean. On the pullbacks, you can see how it takes multiple days, and then the actual trade is very clean. Multiple day pullback, very clean trade. Slow pullback, very clean trade. And now I'm expecting the same exact thing. Nice slow pullback, and then a very clean trade to the downside. Next is, let me refresh my page. Next is GBP USD. GBP USD is, let's see, right here, GBP USD weekly time frame is bearish. Daily time frame is bearish from here to here, and we're currently kind of trading in or around this area of interest. We're kind of far away from the area of interest. Not the cleanest setup in the world. 4-hour time frame is currently bullish. So we created a lower low, and then we broke back above. So we're currently bullish on the 4-hour time frame, so that isn't exactly the best. But we will be seeing the USD pairs trading very similarly. The market structure is not going to be identical, but I am looking for the same thing across the board. I'm not going to take all of the time marking down the confluences for each trade, since you should already kind of know how to mark your own confluences. Now, this tool that I'm using is completely free. The website is tradingviewconfluencetool.com. So if you want to use it for yourself, you can grade your trades and do whatever else you want with it. And then you don't have to wait for me to grade your trades for you. And the best thing about the tool is you have the trading dashboard, which will show you all of your trading statistics, overview of your trading journal, and things along those lines. So go ahead and get that. It is completely free as well. So next, GBP USD, like I was mentioning, since we're going to move a little bit quicker now, weekly time frame opened directly upwards and will be selling. I believe we'll be selling into the very minimum this area of interest right here. What I would be waiting for is the reaction from this area, which has had multiple reactions in the past. Potentially a break and retest of the 30-minute EMA, which would be what I was waiting for. Break retest of the 30-minute EMA to sell. Same thing here, break retest of the 30-minute EMA to sell. We're at the area of interest. We just need to break and retest underneath the 4-hour EMA and the 30-minute EMA there. GBP AUD is trading in between this type of, what is this called? A wedge, a channel, whatever you want to call it. But the weekly time frame is bullish, and the daily time frame is currently also bullish. So this is a bit of a counter trend trade. Ideally, I would be looking to trade this to the upside once we break out of the channel. I'm not too interested in this pair, but if you are interested, then what you should wait for is a retest of the previous structure, which is right here. I'm not sure why that's not showing up. Interesting. Anyways, what I'd be waiting for is a retest of that previous structure and then a sell to the downside, okay? Oh, there it is. So pull back in order to sell. My computer is being really slow. AUD-CHF. AUD-CHF is currently at the previous structure, at the area of interest, retesting the EMA on the daily time frame, very, very clean. 4-hour time frame is also currently starting a pullback. Now, what I would be looking for in order to take this trade, since it will be moving very similarly to the other CHF pairs, is a break underneath the 30-minute EMA once again. As you can see, when we're above, we usually stay above. When we're below, we usually stay below. If you want a little bit more clarity, then look at the 1-hour EMA. It is even cleaner. So ideally, a break and retest of the 1-hour EMA, 30-minute EMA, and then you can take your trade to the downside, maybe right here, stop loss above the area of interest above the EMA, and you would be aiming for this structure point or whichever other one you would be interested in trading to. That is a clean 1-to-4 risk to reward. Now, last but not least is AUD-JPY. I'm not sure why Alex picked this one. On the weekly time frame, we did open directly upwards, so there's a chance we might have a pullback. We are kind of at the highest point in this market's recent history. We are almost reaching the daily structure point, so I feel like the best time to take this trade would have been somewhere down here after price rejected this daily EMA, 4-hour time frame, shifted above, retested the head and shoulders, pulled back, retested area of interest, EMA, and then pushed up. I'm not sure what, I never watched the Sunday swing, so I'm guessing Alex just marked up an area of interest like this and is waiting for price to re-enter the area of interest, maybe retest the EMA before we continue buying, and that's exactly what I would wait for. And then my take profit would be there for my take profit 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Once again, check out the tool. It's completely free right now. I obviously have a different version. I have the lifetime version, but I think it's very useful to journal your trades and to keep track of your profits and losses. So Thank you guys for watching. For a quick recap, the trades that I would be most interested in trading would be, let's see, NZD JPY or NZD USD. This would be my number one pair. Number two pair would be AUD CHF, which would take a little bit longer. These two are decent. I think Euro USD is better than GBP USD in terms of market structure. And then GBP AUD, not a huge fan of this one. Once again, I would be more interested in trading the pullback to sell rather than, or I would be more interested in trading the break and retest above the buy than the pullback to sell. And then on AUD JPY, just waiting for that pullback to buy. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next one.